So, starting with the introduction, environmental pollution is one of the most serious problems we are facing today. Industrial pollution definitely contributing a major share in it. The rate is only increasing, and if not kept in check, can cause severe damage. The issue of climate change is alarming, so we need to do something about it. And what was our motivation behind this project? Currently, the rules regarding industrial pollution monitoring and control are not very stringent enough. Most industries tend to not follow it, so the government is already in the midst of making this law stricter. The industries in the future might be asked to produce reports regarding pollution levels emitted, so we will help them and guide them to build these reports.
In our literature survey, we found that all the previous work done in this area consisted of systems that used a grid or a network of sensors which were placed all over some area, example city or a neighborhood. These grid or network of sensors were used to measure concentration per volume of a pollutant at various points over the area, and the measurements were taken frequently to build a database of records. Along with this data, other factors that had a correlation with the change of concentration of pollution were also measured and stored, example time or meteorological factors. This data was later used on machine learning algorithms to predict future concentration values. These values were then averaged over the area to give an average concentration per volume for the entire area.
The proposed model will, however, predict emission rate at the stack and use it as a source to calculate dispersion using air dispersion models. This will be done by placing sensors close to the stack, that is, the source of emission. Placing the sensors near the source will help the sensors take more accurate readings, as the sensors will not be affected by external factors to a large extent as compared to previous models. Along with this data factor correlating to the emission rate will also be stored in a database. This data will be applied on a machine learning algorithm to predict future values of emission. These results will then be applied to air dispersion models to track the spread and reach of these pollutants.
Hi, I'll be going over the results of our project. So what all we've completed. As you can see, here's a table of the machine learning algorithms that we've used. So in total, we used 5 machine learning algorithms. That is the random forest, multi-layer perceptron, support vector regression, k-nearest neighbor, and multilinear regression. And as you can see, we've highlighted the best one. Multi-layer perceptron was the best one for us because we got the least error. The error was like 2.45, as you can see. Just to clarify, what we did is we basically trained those algorithms on all its various parameters, and these are what we've gotten. These results are what we've gotten. This is all from the dummy data, by the way. Okay, this is also the result from the air dispersion model. From the air dispersion model, what we implemented was the Gaussian air dispersion model. So this was the result that we got. As you can see that this would be the stack height, this would be the source, and it would be, you would be looking from the side view, like here it would be the stack, and then this would be the dispersion. So as you can see, like the more whiter parts are high concentration, and the more darker it gets means it's going towards zero. Lastly, about the conclusion, total there were 3 modules. The air dispersion and prediction module, I just showed the results, so those we've completed. And the IoT module was the actual physical device that we were going to install in various factories, so we couldn't really complete that. Yeah, thank you.